So I'm going to walk into the patient's room and I'm going to introduce myself, and I'm going to make sure that I've identified him using 2 patient identifiers. And I'm going to perform hand hygiene at this time, and now I'm going to assess him. Probably notice that he's pretty restless, he might have cyanosis, he might be discolored in the face, his vitals are probably going to be elevated. I might even hear like some gurgling. So at this time I'm going to know that I need to perform suctioning. So I'm going to then hyperoxygenate him, and I'm going to advise him to take a couple deep breaths. And then at this time I'm going to test out my suctioning machine by turning it on. I'm testing it with my thumb. And then I can also see that the gauge is moving. And now I'm going to make sure that I have also my supplies, including this cannula. And so I might put that right next to him, because I will use that later to measure how far in I should put the catheter during suctioning. So at this time I'm going to open my suction kit and make a sterile field. Oh, and I'm also going to open my saline at this time. Only touching the 1-inch margin, I will make my field for the gloves. Now I'm able to touch the outside of the glove. Okay. And now at this time, I'm going to, that's my glove, and then take the catheter and arrange it in my hand. And I'm going to plug it in. To here, so now this hand is non-sterile. And I'm going to see that it's working by testing it with the saline. Alright, and now I'm going to come over, and with my non-sterile, I will take off his oxygen. And I will not suctionate as I go. Oh, I know how far I should go down by the length of the cannula. That gives me just an estimate how far I should be going in. I'm making sure not to touch his gown. And I'm not suctioning when I'm going in, but I am swirling it and suctioning it when I come up. And at this time, I might note what the color, the odor, the amount of the stuff coming out that I've suctioned. And at this time, I will wait for 1 minute to go by before I will do it again. Oh, and I should have put this back on right when I had taken it off. And now I'm going to, again, clean out my suction, my catheter. And I will come over here, and 1 minute has gone by, and I will again insert without suctioning, and then coming up, swirl, again note color, odor, amount, that kind of thing. And then at this time, I will take the catheter and I will take my gloves off by putting it into my glove, setting this this like so. I will, at this time, turn this off. I will assess the patient again and see that his vital signs have probably gone up. His oxygen levels are higher. Hopefully he's got more color in his face, and he just appears to be less restless, and he appears to be doing better. I'm going to raise the bed back up, put the side rails back up, put the call light by him, make sure that he's comfortable, and tell him, you know, if there's anything I can do, just let me know. And at this time, I'm going to document the whole procedure, and I'm going to document what I noticed in the beginning and what I assessed the suctioning, the stuff that came out when I suctioned, what that looked like, amount, color, odor, all those kinds of things in the documentation itself, and then also how I left the patient.